lost in perspiration and,
Telecom today announced the introduction of two-way television. This new system will enable you, the viewer, to become more involved in the programs because we will be able to see you, the viewer. Johnny, Eddie, quick, give it up, give it up. The Minister for Post and Telecommunications, Mr. Staley, is quoted as saying, check them out, will you? Cool. God, boy.
When baby first developed nappy rash, I really didn't know what to do. Then I discovered soothing Vaseline. Now his nappy rash has completely gone. And believe me, we couldn't be happier. Hey.
Well, welcome to the Geek and I podcast. Looks like Jeff got disconnected again, so this should be a quick one tonight. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Jeff. How are you? Where'd you go?
I'm doing pretty cool. Where'd I go? To the great beyond and back, man.
Did you say hi to Tina while you were there?
Yeah.
That was sad news today, right?
No, I'm joking.
That was pretty sad news today, right?
Oh, who?
Tina Turner.
I never seen any sad news on. Oh, what happened to her?
She passed to the great beyond.
Oh. Oh, that's who the Tina you're talking about. I wasn't sure, man.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that.
No, yeah.
Bummer.
She,
I was just watching her in that Mad Max Thunderdome last week. So yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, Auntie, right? Auntie Entity, something like that. Auntie.
I don't know.
Something like that. That was the first time I really took a notice of her. It was in Mad Max.
My mom was into her.
Once I went into oldies radio, we were playing her songs all the time, and that's where I learned to really, really enjoy Tina Turner. Was playing her, spinning her records, even though they were on CD.
Cool.
So, rest in peace,
I
Tina.
didn't care for her music much, but my mom sure did.
We will miss you. So, I don't know, did you watch the opening?
Opening of what?
Of the show.
You mean this podcast?
Yeah, this.
No, man, there's nothing. There was nothing. I saw nothing.
You saw nothing,
I was by myself with my thoughts. And that's scary, man.
Well, hopefully they got to see the beginning, because I played clips. You remember, like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Benny Hill and Paul Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
So I played clips of Benny Hill and Paul Hogan. So you have to go back and watch it.
Oh, cool.
This is how I get you to go back and watch the show and tell me how horrible it is.
I actually watch our show more often. Man.
That's probably true. That's probably true. But welcome to the Wednesday Chit Chat, everybody. We appreciate you being here. We are tonight discussing a couple of things. Wanted to talk about Star Trek, the new video game that's out. What's it called? Star Trek Resurgence. And Jeff,
Yep.
you have a video posted on your Collector Zone channel. Have you gotten the game yet?
No, man, I need to score it, but I usually, when a game comes out, sometimes I like to wait to see the reviews. But it looks spectacular. The clip I shared on the Collector Zone Facebook page shows 15 to 18 minutes of pure gameplay, and it looks really good. I kind of like those narrative-driven storylines. I
saw somebody today posted 9 hours. It's like a 9-hour episode. So, with I guess they just recorded everything that they were doing and cut it together into a 9-hour episode. So, I looked for it on the PlayStation Store.
I don't think that's... Well, the thing about how many hours, remember, there's multiple decisions, there's multiple answers, and there's multiple endings, so that's just maybe one. But yeah, so you got to type in Star Trek Resurgence in the PlayStation Store just to search for it. It will pop up automatically when you just type in Star Trek. It'll be on the top right. So is it kind of like, what was that Star Wars one that was a big hit? Knights of the Old Republic? Oh. Well, I never played that one. That was, I think, an Xbox exclusive at the time. But the one that reminds me close to it was the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I've been playing that. I actually shared that on the Collector's Zone channel too. And that reminds me similar to that, but this has got more answer question type scenarios. So that's something that's more like, I forgot that name was... I'm drawing a blank, but Detroit Becoming Human. It's just like that. It's super narrative driven, and you don't know what's going to happen. There's multiple endings. So the multiple endings, do they affect the other characters' decisions and how they play along? Yep. So if you treat someone like crap, be expecting for them not to be your friend, Kind of like that Terminator game too I was playing. You got to make nice with the people to make things go smoothly, but then sometimes you want to ruffle some feathers. Mm-hmm. That's it seems like it could be pretty cool. Now, speaking of Star Trek, you sent me a text message today of 2 arcade games. Well, one arcade game, but 2 different styles. What made you think of those? Well, I was texting you thinking, after watching that trailer, well, not trailer, but the gameplay, I said, man, we sure came a long way from the old school Star Trek days. And I remember my very first Star Trek game I played was the arcade game. Came out like in 82, maybe 83. I remember that game from the first time I ever ran into it was at a Chuck E. Cheese up on Long Island. It was it a Chuck E. Cheese? It must have been a Chuck E. Cheese. You don't know what? It was either a Chuck E. Cheese or a Nathan's. Why? Remember, Nolan Bushnell was trying to put every arcade game in Chuck E.'s to make it popular.
Okay, yeah, because
Started his own.
I know it went out of business and became a Nathan's Frank restaurant with arcade games in it. I can't remember which one came first because then a few years later, Chuck E. Cheese came back and it had all these, ticket games where you can just win it and trade it in for cheap prizes. So
Yeah, that sucks.
you played the stand up version, is what you said, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
never
was in
played
the
this.
movie theater while I was
Never played the
played
sit
it
down
when.
version.
Oh no, I wish. When you mentioned it, I was like, "Going, was there a sit down version?" Because I don't recall ever seeing it. And as I looked on the internet, yes, there was a sit down version. Actually, I was looking up right here. Um,
Well, here,
says
let
the
me.
game was manufactured in two styles. Oh, okay, go put pictures up. Okay, that's the
So there
sit
she
down.
is.
So they said the up. So the upright version was the first one. The second one was a sit down. It was semi enclosed. It says deluxe cabinet where the player's chair was molded after Star Trek: The Motion Pictures bridge chair, with controls, on the arms and stuff. So that sounded cool. I just never played it.
Well, that's it there, and
I
that
played the
is
stand up one, and it.
that's from. I ran into this one at Pinballs in Austin. Pinballs
Oh yeah,
Arcade. Yeah, we went there
I bet
when
you
I
played it.
first. Oh, I sat down, and that was the first thing I sat down in. I went between that and, if you can imagine, that that is kind of a corner. So the way you sit in the game faces the dining area, and along the wall towards the dining area is a bunch of old arcade games, and included on that wall was the Star Wars vector graphics, and then down the end of that hallway was Star Trek. So I kept going back and
Nice.
forth between. That's all I did all night long, was back and forth between the Star Trek and Star Wars.
See that's my dream machines to get both of the original arcade versions in my home one day next to the Dragon's Lair and SpaceX. Those were my like top four. I have to have one day, but not today.
Well, I saw a Facebook marketplace post that they were selling the Star Wars game for $4,000.
Original cockpit.
No, it was the one-up version.
What? People are smoking dope, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was the.
Those are barely worth 500. I mean, that's what's worth 500, and they're not even the great. It's kind of flimsy. It plays well. Don't get me wrong. The gameplay is excellent. The yoke is excellent, but outside from that, it's just a smaller. It's not the original. Let's put it that way. So
Right.
if you're used to manhandling the original, you might break this one. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that's what I read about them. When I was trying to hunt one down. Uh, what is it? Maybe a year and a half ago, when we first started talking about them,
Yeah,
and
well,
people were.
COVID
It was.
hit. They were $50 at Walmart, man. I wish I got part of that action.
Yeah, that would have been neat. So so I don't know. I must have spent, I don't know, lots of money in that Star Trek game, even even older. Not back when I was a kid when it came out, and that's what um, it kind of reminded me of the Vectrex Star Trek game.
Exactly what. That's exactly what it was.
It's a
That
little
style of
bit
arcade
different.
game.
a little different. You know,
The,
it didn't have.
the
Is it?
arcade version was really cool. The home version was all as close as you can get. But it's a nice little system. I like the Vectrex.
Well,
But the vector graphics, those are vector graphics are excellent. I mean, that's the big daddy of them all. But those vector graphics on those tube TVs, after a while, there's problems, and that's part of the problem getting old equipment like that. So you
yeah,
have to
and a
find
lot of.
people monitor. Well, people monitorize it, put like flat screens in there, but it takes away from the vector graphicsness of it. It looks better on tube. I don't know why.
Yeah, I love my. I wish I could get the Vectrex fixed. I need it fixed. So
I had high hopes for it. I was hoping that, it was going to be fixed when we
well,
dropped it off.
there's one more place down in uh, Fort Worth that said that they would take a look at it for me, but I just haven't been down there to bring it in. So eventually, hopefully by over the summer we'll get a
Sorry,
chance
go ahead.
to take it down there. Because there's not a lot of people that
Trey said
know how to fix it.
he took care of the caps. Well, he took care of all the caps and stuff on there. So whoever it is, he couldn't figure it out. But hope you do, man.
So,
God bless you.
oh my god, my orange soda.
You all right,
is
man?
ki-
Talking about Star
I-
Trek and the Vectrex, man. I know it gets you right here.
It does right here in the throat. My Fanta is trying to kill me.
Oh man,
So
that's why I like drinking just pure water.
we had a new trailer drop this week, didn't we?
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
And yeah, you're excited for the Flash?
Yeah, because I like Michael Keaton's Batman. I'm only seeing it because of that reason. The Flash was cool. I like the DC universe, and he was cool in the Justice League movies. I don't have a problem with the actor. I would love to see more DC from that, era. But seeing Michael Keaton come back, that was badass.
Well, I actually have a clip from the finished, not a clip, but like a still from the finished product. You want to see that? Should we break news here on the show?
Oh yeah, better break news and win. Oh no, come on, man, killing me.
So, so it's just a question, that I've always wondered. Why does Batman shampoo exist, but not conditioner Gordon? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
That's lame, bro.
so which Batmobile is in this thing? Is it the?
The one
It's the
from
Keaton.
89
Is it
Batman?
now? Is it? It's the Keaton version.
Yeah.
And
He's got
isn't-
his plane, his car, and all that. Yeah.
So these are a couple of Batmobiles I ran into a few years back.
That's that tumbler. I didn't care for it too much, but that was cool. There's Val Kilmer's Batmobile. Yeah, it's all right. He's okay. He's a lot better than George Clooney. What's that from
That-
RoboCop?
No, isn't that from Superman?
It's a lot.
Batman v
I don't know,
Superman.
a lot of gun. Oh, that's right. That was Ben Affleck's Batmobile.
Yeah.
Guns all over the place. Guns, bullets. You say it. You name it.
But I don't think they had.
Michael Keaton's.
They did not have
Or the
Michael
original?
Keaton. Yeah. This was down.
That original.
This was down South by Southwest. Probably,
Oh, okay.
probably 5 years ago. Then I went into a bookstore, and I came across this.
What's that? Can't see. Batman. 16, 17, 18, 19. What are those books?
Yeah, read the
Or
title.
movies? It says Batman.
Right. What do these say?
Nah. Oh, nah. Okay, I got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what the hell it was, a TV show or what? Or a book, or because in bookstores you could buy like DVDs and shit like that. So I don't know. Yeah, that
So
was pretty cheeky.
other than your plates, what else have you gotten? Have you gotten any other good jams this week?
Well, I've been playing Headbangers and Holiday Hell. That's a really cool game. Yeah, and I got some little coupons for PlayStation Store. I got money sent to me because they owed me, and I was not gonna be a part of the PlayStation, Plus membership for like it was like $100. It was crazy. I joined. It was like $10 a month, so it was $120. And so I was like, okay, I'll take advantage of that. And then they gave me a discount, made at $59. So when I walked away, they're trying to get me lured back. So they've been sending me little coupon codes. But that Headbangers in hell, it's like $5.99. It was regularly, I can't remember what it was regularly, but it was a lot. It's a lot of fun if you like, the zombies, 8-monthers kind of style gaming.
Because I was on eBay. I was looking at what the heck was I looking at?
More plates.
No, I was looking at more micro machines.
Oh, okay.
I could find that. But they're,
Keep an eye on your collection.
yeah, see what they're going for. But not much more. It goes from $60 to $349. So it's like, how is that? What kind of difference is that? It's like $3 to
Man,
some.
that's Simple Milk. What was it called? Simple Milk. What's the price difference?
Oh, sentimental. Yeah,
Yeah, they want
I
to let
guess.
go, man.
But everything is on sale for a price, right?
Yeah, it's always about what we're looking for. I mean, sometimes that price is understandable just because of pure condition. You know.
Now, did you get your Indiana Jones tickets?
No, I'm gonna wait for it to come on video.
Have you been to a movie in the last 2 years?
I saw the Last Jedi in theaters in 3D.
That
That's
was a
last
long
month in
time ago,
theaters.
right?
Well, yeah, just don't like people. I like theaters by myself, and a lot of times people are trying to go to theaters because it's popular now. Screws up my mid-afternoon video watching.
Is it just popular now, or it is returning to popularity?
It's getting towards returning. People are in the theaters again. I used to remember sitting by myself in the theater, movie for just. That's why I like it.
Because I saw a tweet today that Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade came out on this day 34 years ago. 34
Yep.
years ago.
A lot of Star Wars and George Lucas, Steven Spielberg movies usually premiere on May 25th.
Today's the 24th.
Oh. Well, tomorrow is the 40th anniversary of Jedi, or is it today? Damn it. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's the 24th I'm thinking about. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I remember, where'd you see Last Crusade? Did you go to a theater to see that?
Oh, yeah. I've seen all the Indiana Jones movies in this year. This is going to be the first one. Yeah.
Because I
Only way to
saw
experience it half the time, I think.
I had won tickets to the Last Crusade on Z100, and I got four passes. I saw it a week early, and took my dad, my friend Tom, and my other friend Luis, and I met Tom and Luis. Me and my dad met them in Manhattan, and we got to the. I mean, this theater was huge. I think I've told you this before, but this theater must have had 1,500 seats. It was.
Wow, that's big.
It was gigantic, and it was one of the coolest movie experiences I've ever had because the place was packed, 1,500 people, and it was an Indiana Jones movie. And that ending where you hear the trumpets playing the Indiana Jones theme, and they're riding off into the sunset. Just, it was one of those where you're like, this is so sad. You know,
Yep.
it's a teary-eyed moment where
No.
you see him for the last
It
time.
was a ride to the sunset.
Well, because it was supposed to be the last one.
Yeah.
And then they said, well,
they
you
screwed it
know,
up.
we need more money.
I'm surprised Harrison Ford said yes to it because the storyline as a whole, it took a lot of my believing I could get the movie. And after the third or fourth time, I kind of got into it. But I had to get over some obstacles.
What, in Last Crusade?
No, the one after that.
Oh, Crystal Skull?
Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a bit tough to watch.
But I have faith in this one. Only because Harrison Ford told me so.
Oh, he called you?
No, he said it. This is the best Indiana Jones that he compared to being a true connection to the original. He said it was really, really good. So I have faith in Harrison Ford. He would have lied to me, right?
You never know. You know, he's... So there's
don't call him
a...
scruffy looking nerf herder.
yeah.
No, that's wrong with my franchise.
Trying to bring it up here. I don't know why it won't let me.
George Lucas is saying no, you can't watch his trailers.
I guess it would help if I spelled it right.
Google starts typing for me half the time.
There we go.
There you go.
That looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
he spoke highly of that. Well, no, he said came a long way from when he saw it first starting out, and he said this is really he doesn't he said he's not talking bad about it because he doesn't care for it as a personal level, but he said he thought it was really really good. He said you could
Yeah.
it looks just like him. He said it was still
He
him.
said,
He said he had balls on his face and stuff, but it's still him acting.
does his wife know?
I don't know.
So,
What Feliska, what's her name said to you?
Callista? Yeah. So it
I
says
don't remember her
during a
name,
press
dude.
conference, Ford talked about the technology used for the de-aging process that made him look younger in the opening sequence of the film. So I guess everybody thought it was time travel, and they would go back to, I guess, 1936, whenever this is supposed to take place, this part. But I guess according to this, it's the opening of the film, and then they probably do a flash forward to present day Indiana Jones in 1969.
Thanks for spoiling it, man. Some of us haven't seen the film.
It says the technology has evolved to the point where, to me, it seems very realistic to know that is my face. It's not a kind of Photoshop magic. That's what I looked like 35 years ago, because Lucasfilm has every frame of film that we've ever made over the years. And this
Yeah.
process is scientific mining of the library was put to good use.
See, George Lucas knew what he was doing, man.
He did. He's saving
Scanning
our.
everybody. He was scan. He was scanning everything. He has all the original prints. He's got multiple voice things that, what's his name did. James Earl Jones. He said he spent hours upon hours at Skywalker Ranch just to record audio for Lucas's library.
Mhm.
And he got paid too, of course, but he just said that he's keeping a library his voice for Darth Vader. I'm like going, Darth Vader's going to live forever, man. AI's going to make him say whatever they want.
Ford has previously also stated that this film will be the last time he will embody the character of Indiana Jones.
Yep.
This is the final film in the
This is it.
series, and this is the last time I'll play the character, Ford told Total Film magazine. I anticipate that it will be the last time that he appears in a film. So,
Yeah, I like that choice of words, anticipating.
right.
Not
I don't-
really walking away,
Yeah, I don't anticipate him being back in the film, but you never know. Depending on
Enough cash, he's 90 years old.
right. If he needs another biplane because he's crashed his, he might. You might
Yeah.
just have Indy 6 coming out. But
Oh,
this one
man.
is going to be cool because 1969 is where it takes place, and hopefully it's later in the year of 1969 when I was around, because I was born in August of
Oh, yeah.
69, so I could say, oh yeah, there was that time when I was a kid, I was just born, and this Indiana Jones guy was saving the world again.
Little did you know.
Yeah, didn't even know he was I didn't read it in any newspapers, anything.
Well, I was 4 years old, I was 4 years old December, so I was 3 going on 4. But yeah, I remember in '69 because of the moon landing and all that. That was a daily topic. Vietnam War, moon, cars, and then some. Oh, music, hot topics at the dinner table with the Dickinsons.
And you were in San Antonio at the time?
Yeah, born and raised San Antonio.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm worried about the film. I want to see it, but then there's also that chance where you walk out and you're like, what did they do?
You be
You know?
doing you be doing another Ant-Man video.
Yeah, I'll be doing another Ant-Man video. I'm going to see Raiders on June 4th, and then I got tickets for this at the end of the month. And if my
You use
Cinemark tickets are reloaded in time, I might go see The Flash
Well, I thought I
and do.
gave you a thing on email saying that you could go for free. That's what they sent me. I think I sent it to you for the new Indiana Jones movie. I think they're giving on a premiere thing. I emailed you.
No, I thought it was just for purchasing tickets.
Really? Oh man, I misread it then. 'Cause I thought. Let's see here. I thought it was for to get special tickets, or maybe it was they're selling. I don't see it anymore. Maybe it was supposed to be like for the premiere, so I think they're special tickets or something.
That would have been cool. But I'm not driving down to Dallas again because that's where the Picard thing was. And my gosh, I was so tired after working all day and then driving down to Dallas and then watching a movie while standing online for 5 hours and then watching a movie and then driving back. So
You're in bed by like 3.
I'm lucky I made it home. Thank goodness there was a Buc-ee's along the way because my large
Oh
my
yeah,
large
love that
drink
place.
from the theater, and I drove down with a large iced tea before the movie, and let me tell you, my back teeth were floating. So it was
Damn.
it was a close call. If Bucky's was not there in Melissa, I'd have been on the side of the highway.
You'll be seeing more Buc-ee's than McDonald's, or
Yeah.
at least here in the South. But what'd you think of it? Star Trek game. What would you personally think? I mean, would you play it?
I I have trouble with uh what do they call
Dialogue?
that? Strategy? Is it real?
No,
How do
that's
they
not it's not a it's not one of those role playing. Well, what you're doing is it's a what do they call it? I was just talking about it. Interactive narrative video game. So you're interacting with the narrative driven of the storyline, and then you're participating in actions. Kind of like that Terminator game plan that I showed
Mhm.
on my channel. It's kind of like that. You got something you gotta do, you got tasks you gotta do. But I like those games.
Right. Yeah,
But yeah, would you play it though?
I
I mean,
I would play
they
it.
had a guy who sounds just like Leonard Nimoy.
Now does he do Spock correctly, or is it kind of like the Spock that bad impression that everybody does?
No, his son says he couldn't tell the difference between his father's voice and this actor's voice because they want his approval. That's how good it is. And I seen clips already of his scenes, and it sounds just like Leonard Nimoy. Split
Because there
image.
there are there are some like this new guy who's on Strange New Worlds. I think he's horrible as Spock.
Now, no, we're not talking about actors. We're talking about voice acting. So
Right,
they
but
could get away with
that's-
more.
Well, I'm talking about the inflection,
So you're talking about mannerisms.
not mannerisms. I'm talking about the inflection, the way that the lines are basically repeated, and there's been nobody who's done. Everybody's monotone. Everybody thinks Spock was monotone, but he wasn't.
Well, let's hear your impression.
Well, that's the thing. I don't claim that I can do Spock, but
Interesting.
but when Spock talks, his voice goes up and down. You know, he's not monotone.
You're gonna really enjoy those early episodes of Leonard Nimoy, because he's not found his Spock yet to those first few episodes.
Well, you know, watching the
You say
cage,
that about him.
watching the cage, I could not do the cage.
Well, because you have your mindset on the future Spock. You have to
Right.
remember, he is a piece of clay being molded into this character we all love. Which is why they didn't want to mess up for the game and had his son approve, the voice actor.
Yeah, I guess because, you know, there's certain lines that you can hear Spock say, but even because everybody says Zachary Quinto was a great Spock, I didn't like him as Spock.
I thought it was cool.
All right, well, I'm
I
about
like the
ready to
cast.
kick you off the show. I need somebody new on that agrees with me.
I'm going to be sitting around eating my jelly beans, man. You don't know what you're missing out.
Let me ask you, do you eat the black ones?
That's the best ones.
See, thank you.
They're all spearminty. It's like a little... After all the candies, the cherries, and the grapes, you gotta have some breath-freshening, ones.
Yes, the
Spearmint.
black licorice
'Cause
flavor.
white ones were not as spearminty. Yeah.
Well, the black ones are black licorice, not spearmint.
They taste
I love
just
black licorice.
They taste stronger than the white ones. Yeah, they're good.
So, what do you got coming up on the channel this week?
Well, you didn't hear the news? There's a new kid on the block of the YouTube channel called Mario Arcade 77. So, yeah, I just put the Headbangers, Headbangers and Holiday Hell video out. That's a lot of fun. Check it out.
And you still doing your live stream on
And
Sunday?
Yeah, I'm doing this one this Sunday. I was looking at, see, people are still interested in watching it, and the numbers were a little bit, not where I would like them to be. So I'm gonna do another one. I have fun doing them. Well, I mean, thing that's probably gonna change. Maybe it's too much, Jeff.
Turn them into
Maybe every other week.
shorts.
I don't know.
Take some of your
Nah,
best
man.
stuff and turn it into a 60-second short, and you'll get some traction.
I don't want traction. I'm underground, man. People are digging me for what I'm doing. So.
You're more word of mouth.
Me and my 6 subscribers. No, me and my 6 subscribers. We know each other. We're a god bond going on. Well, you probably
That's
one of
right.
the 6 anyway.
Remember when we used to say that? Thank you to the 5
Yeah.
people that subscribe to our channel.
And look at you now. You're at 4,000 plus.
Yeah.
You
I don't know.
surpassed me really good. I was sitting at around 2,000, and then you just start taking off, which is cool. And I'm still there at 290, I think, just recently. But it's no big deal, because it's all the content and we enjoy making what we're doing. I mean, I enjoy sitting here talking to you about cool stuff. Like you showed me those plates. And little to know, you pulled me into the eBay thing and got me looking. I was like, well, that looks cool. And then, you know, look where that happened.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something else that you might think is cool. I was talking with a friend of mine who I hadn't spoken to in, geez, probably before I left Long Island. So I left Long Island in 11. So probably haven't spoken to him since 2008, 2009.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, well, what happened was he became big in the. He's a special effects artist, and he does. He started doing a lot of movies, a lot of TV, and spending most of his time in the city working on Saturday Night Live. He would do all the prosthetic makeup for the hosts for Saturday Night Live. So I don't know if you remember when they did the Avengers spoof. I think Jeremy Renner was on it, and they did Horatio Sands was Incredible Hulk or something like that.
So.
Yeah, he did the makeup for, like that. Well, he did it for 10 years. And
Wow.
he was doing a lot of movies. He worked on Dogma. And a couple of movies or a TV show. A couple of TV shows. He did a movie with what's his name? Liev Schreiber. Liev Schreiber.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
Sounds familiar. I gotta see a face, but it sounds familiar.
He played a boxer, and he did his makeup to make him look like he was beaten up. So he called me. He called me Monday night, I think, and he was showing me around his studio. Because he's off now because of the writer's strike. Mm. So even the IATSE people are not working because you need a script in order to make a movie. So
the downhill trickle.
Yeah, so he says he's going to the beach a lot, and he's picking up horseshoe crabs. You know what? Have you ever seen a horseshoe crab?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see if I can.
They must have little tiny horseshoes they make for them.
Let's see if I can find a horseshoe crab.
Bet you find a picture of a crab riding a horse.
You think? I can ask ChatGPT.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
We haven't done one of those shows in a while. All right.
Let me bring this up. Share screen. Window. Horseshoe crabs. Horseshoe crabs that's something you definitely do not want to get after you date somebody for the first time.
Man. Now. Okay, those are weird looking. So he's collecting these?
He's collecting these. Going down to the beach.
Into aliens for.
Well, what he's doing with them is, let's see.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
Here. That's what they look like underneath. So what he's
That's
doing,
cool.
he's drying them out, and then he takes all this stuff out of it, and is just left with the shell, and he's turning the shells into armor plating, kind of like Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah, he'll dry it out, and then he'll cast it, and then mold it, and then cast it, and then connect them together. You know, a large one is for the shoulder, and then it comes. Yeah, it's pretty neat stuff. And he's like, "What else am I
Sounds
gonna
time
do?"
consuming.
Well, he's got time. There's nothing happening, so hopefully he'll be on the show in a couple of weeks, and we'll do a broadcast from his studio where he's got alien stuff that he's worked on and stuff for all the movies that he's worked on in his. He was showing me he worked on Walking Dead, and he took like a little mouth prosthetic that connects to your chin and above your lip, and it's like half a lip and teeth all
Weird.
rotted away. It's really cool looking stuff. So hopefully I can get him on the. I'm trying to talk him into coming on the program. So.
Yeah, sounds cool. I mean, I'd love to meet the dude and see his artwork, because that's truly art, kind of what he's doing, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So. All right, Jeff. Anything else you want to talk about this week?
Not happy 40th anniversary to Return of the Jedi. One of my favorite Star Wars films. Only because Princess Leia looked, man. I get out the Ewoks.
That's what everybody says, right? No Ewoks.
Not the Ewoks?
Yeah. So.
Little did we know.
Little did
they're
we
eating
know.
people.
Yep. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I noticed we had 0 watchers tonight. So next week, I was just testing out this EV Mux, seeing what it was like, and I think I'm going back to Melon. This is
Thank you.
is a little. Well, you know, it's funny to hear you cheer, because you tell me every week that program's horrible. It doesn't work. But yeah,
you found something worse. Man.
I did. You know, it's like picking the lane at the toll booth. I can always pick the guy in front of me that's going to have a problem. And meanwhile, everybody else is going through, and I'm stuck there behind this idiot in the credit card lane, and he's trying to hand the machine cash. And now I need to back up to let him out, but there's a truck behind me. You know, so I'm great at picking out losers, and I guess that's why I'm a Mets fan. So
kind of like that movie Office Space, where the guy's in traffic. As soon as he moved over, it started going.
right, yeah, that's it. I'm him. And yeah, I thought this was going to be. I mean, I like the way it works. I like the fact that when I change a scene, there's a nice dissolve. You know, do you see that? And all these little screens are.
I didn't see the intro, man. I'm still waiting on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if you could snap a picture of the screen and let me see what you see, because I don't know what it looks like on the
I've been
guest
taking pictures
side.
of my screen. It's not a pleasurable experience. Well, it's because it the, my computer kept freezing. The first thing it told me was, "Do I want to?" I just emailed it to you or texted you. But wait, freeze on me right before that. It said, "Do you want to trust this untrusted site with your mic and camera?" I'm like going, "All right, John. Swear to God, if I get one of those hackers." But yeah, that's what it looks like.
This is what I see on my end, and I guess that's because I'm the host of the show.
You're
So
special.
I
You got
I
the
guess I
fruit.
am.
You got the little snacks and everything.
I have snacks. You have
Yeah, your
snacks.
green room's better than mine.
The only thing I have snack. The only thing I have. This is the only snack I have.
Well, isn't that fancy? It's like you're doing that.
Yeah. This is
That's
the
what
only
we're talking
snack
about.
I have.
Eat them! Eat them!
I can't. They're hard as a rock.
They last. They last forever. Soak them
Not,
in the water.
I'm gonna put them over a fire and burn them like in the movie. So,
There you go.
all right, Jeff. Next week we will be back on Melon, back home, and there will be no Federation Friday for those of you who aren't watching us tonight. So you won't know that there's no Federation Friday until afterwards. But we will
Tune
return
into an old episode.
in 2 weeks. We are going to watch The Man Trap, and we'll be discussing The Man Trap. And hopefully this time, my special guest will be able to join us, because I invited Robert Meyer Burnett to the program last Friday, but I guess we got our times crossed because he's in California. So he messaged me at 7 o'clock his time instead of 7 o'clock our time. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll hook up with Robert Meyer Burnett. By then, hopefully my voice will return. I won't choke on orange soda. And then we'll have snacks. Everybody bring a snack, bring a drink. I'll make some popcorn. We'll have a good time. Thanks for watching The Geek and I. We really appreciate you, everyone. All 4,000 plus beautiful subscribers. We really appreciate you. And we will see you
On the next one, layers.